Hi, Andy. This weekend I was at Cran Hill and I had the opportunity to herd some goats for an activity about our personality types. And I can tell you more about that later if you want, but the herding goats is the important part because I got back to school today on Monday and I felt like I was still herding goats. The kids were just going nuts today. I got yelled at by 4 different students. Like, hey, you should turn in this assignment, otherwise you're going to get a 0 and that will bring your grade for the term down to an F. Just give me a 0 then! Whoa, chill out, kid. I don't want to give you a 0, I'm not going to. And then there were oh my gosh, Andy, it's May and I'm feeling it and so are the kids. We're kind of over it at this point. And so today, I'm just going to talk to you about the importance of just sitting in silence or listening to something and not talking. Because you know what, as a teacher, I talk a lot, and sometimes you just need to not talk. Okay, so sitting in silence has many, many, many benefits, but as a person who has a lot of trouble just sitting still, when I sit in silence, I always need something to do. Cue in crochet. Okay, so that's like one option for sitting in silence and just reflecting on your day because it keeps your hands busy and gives your mind just something to think about. My other option is to listen to something, and it drove my college roommate nuts, but sometimes I just put on a TV show and crochet, and I don't even watch the TV show, I just listen to the dialogue. There's just something very comforting to me about listening to two people talking even though you don't have any vested interest in what they're saying. Option number 2 is another one of my favorites. It is podcasts. So I have been listening to Harry Potter and the Sacred Text on my phone, but I've also listened to Welcome to Night Vale is one of my favorites. I'm a huge fan of Dear Hank and John, Hello Internet. There's a wonderful one called The Message that was by Podcast Theater. I love listening to a story and a storyline, and whether it's literary analysis like Harry Potter and the Sacred Text is, or brand new authentic storylines like you get out of Welcome to Night Vale, if I can just sit and get myself lost in another world, it does huge things for me after I've had a rough day like today. And my last option of things that I just really enjoy listening to when I've just had a really rough day, 2 specific songs. One is King of Love by, and I always get this wrong, I Am They. And it's a cover of an old hymn, The King of Love My Shepherd Is. And then the other one is Tonight by Francesca Battistelli, which is a song that my friend Josh introduced me to a while ago, and that song just means so much to me because I find it so comforting. Links in the description. Today, I think I'm going to go for the podcast option, so I am listening to The Shape in Grove Park, which is one of my favorite episodes of Welcome to Night Vale.
Close your eyes.
I'll see you on
Let
Thursday.
My words wash over you. You are safe